Tiara, welcome back to my channel. Today the video is going to start really up close into my face, and that's because I'm going to be doing a review on the H&M beauty items that I got when I hauled in the last video, previous video. Yeah, I will link that video in the description box below and in the card section at the top right hand corner of your screen. But in that video, so many of you guys were commenting, asking me to do a review and also to create a full face look with it. So excuse me, I'm gonna combine those two together, and yeah, this is going to be a review slash try on slash makeup tutorial type of video. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I thought that I would actually rate the products that I purchased from H&M Beauty, and I will let you guys know what I think about them and whether or not they are worth the cash, or worth a shot to try. So before I begin, I would just like to let you guys know that I already have my foundation on, and it's actually a foundation that I'm reviewing, so stay tuned for that video. I'm sure you guys know what foundation it is. The first thing I'm going to do is cover up my under eye area and the blemishes that are still peeking through. So this is a precision sponge. I've already tried it, and I have to admit that this is so good. I was really impressed by it, and I highly recommend for you to try it. I like it to blend out my concealer especially, and yeah, so it's actually pretty surprising that it was one of the things that I was really impressed with from the loot that I got. Out of 5, I'm gonna rate it. Out of 5, I'm gonna give it I'm gonna put like maybe around here. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5 because it's great, it does the job, and it blends out really well, and it's really squishy too. So I purchased a concealer from H&M Beauty, and it's the Cover Up Concealer. To be honest, it does nothing. I'm just going to show you guys now. It looks pigmented, but when I blend it out, okay, from on one eye I'm going to use the sponge, and on the other eye I'm going to use my fingers. So on this eye I'm going to use a sponge. You're going to notice that when I blend this thing out, it almost blends into nothing. I'm just going to try and use my fingers next, since this one rubbed off my foundation anyway. I've tried using the sponge, I've tried using the beauty blender, I've tried using my fingers, and the coverage on this concealer is just not what I'm looking for. So as you can see, I think with the finger it blends out much better than with a sponge, but even with a brush it will still just blend out to nothing. So yes, finger is definitely better, but it takes a while for you to blend it out. I am going to quickly set my face with the True Matte Finishing Powder. I have already used this a couple of times, and I have to say it does a pretty decent job. No complaints whatsoever. It's pretty finely milled. I have the shade Warm Ivory, and I'm just going to use this to set my under eye area. It's not bad, but it's not life-changing. But if you are looking for a powder that's below $20, it's something to consider, and it has pretty cool packaging as well because it's black and white, and it has the gold in the middle. And yeah, I just have nothing bad to say about this powder. It doesn't make me look cakey. It's quite light, it's finely milled, and the color selection is not bad as well. Yeah, and the concealer really cannot make it because even after I've set it, it's still creasing. Anyway, so I will stay away from the concealer. It's not really that fantastic. But to show you guys how this works, I will use another concealer. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. Let me pick a spot. Okay, I'm just going to try and conceal this area. So what I like to do is I like to place the product onto wherever I want to cover first, and then I will use this to blend it out. And I think it does a fantastic job. See? This doesn't make my foundation look patchy. Now for eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the Fluid Hues Eye Color, and this is in the shade Simply Moveless, and it just looks like that. It's pigmented, it's long lasting. The only thing, or the only gripe I have about it is that it sets super fast. So you need to blend out your eyeshadow like really quickly, and if you fail to do so, it's gonna become patchy. I think instead of putting the crease color later, I'm just gonna put it now. I'm just gonna use any brown shade. So I'm using my Tartelette in Bloom palette. I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna put it on the lids and blend it out. Like I said, once this sets, it's not going anywhere. So I'm just gonna place it on my lids and blend it out. And then if you want, you can quickly go in with a blending brush and just try your best to blend the edges out before it sets. So 3.5 out of 5. You should get it if you're looking for something that's very long lasting and quite fast, if you ask me, except for the part where you kind of have to blend it out to make sure that there are no harsh lines. So now that we are done with the eyeshadow, I'm gonna go ahead and use some eyeliner. And for eyeliner, I'm gonna be using the Drama Cream eyeliner in Pitch Black. It didn't like run, it didn't smudge at my eyes, at the corner of my eyes at all. However, I do have to say that it's not actually pitch black. Like when I apply it, it's like really creamy and all that kind of things, but once I use a brush and put it onto my upper lash line, it actually gets patchy and it doesn't, like, it's not a solid black line. See? And it's really easy to use as well. And I'm using the Zoeva 317 wing liner brush. Oh crap. So like when I put it the first time, it's black, but when I go over it with my brush, it just takes off the color, which is kind of annoying. It's not bad, but it's just patchy, especially when you try to go over the line, and it does stay put very well, but yeah, I think the application part, it's kind of a so I would highly recommend you to get like gel eyeliners either from L'Oreal or from Maybelline, because I think those are much better. Next up is my favorite one out of all, and it is the eyeshadows. So if there's anything that you want to get from H&M Beauty, I would highly recommend the eyeshadows. So in my haul, I told you guys I bought 2 shades, and one of it is this shade, which is called Orange Ochre, and the other one is called Turmeric. It's a bright yellow shade. For today, I'm going to show you guys how I use an orange eyeshadow, and what I usually do is pop it into my crease because I feel that it makes my eyeshadow look much warmer. So it's very subtle, but I just like how it looks like. So can you see the difference between this eye and this eye? This eye is much warmer than the other. They are, I think, $9.90 each, and yeah, they are just super pigmented, they're super blendable, and I think they're just really worth the money. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the face. So the face items that I got are 3 blushes. I'm gonna be using the shade Cameo Pink, which is a pale pink nudish kind of like blush shade. It's really pigmented, it's really easy to blend, and yeah, for $14.90 I think it's a pretty good blush. So I'm just gonna pop it onto my cheeks, and it's just very easy and like dummy proof to use, which is, you know, what you can get or what you should expect in a blush. Now for my highlight, I purchased the Illuminator, the liquid illuminator in the shade Delicate Pearl. I've used this once or twice, and I prefer to use it with fingers than with like the precision sponge. I feel that when I use this, it makes the application patchy. So I'll just take a little bit on my finger and I'll put it at the highest points of my cheeks, and it's actually very pretty. Can you see? Of course, just now I had powdered my face, so it is patchy, but if you go in with, like, before you set your foundation and everything, you put this liquid illuminator, I think it will look really pretty. And yeah, so it's actually not that it's not that scary, which I highly recommend for people who are too scared of liquid illuminators or highlighters, because, you know, you're scared that it might make you look oily. It's pigmented, but when you blend it out, just like the concealer, it almost blends out to nothing. So just bear in mind of that factor with regards to this liquid illuminator. Now let's move on to the lips, and today I'm gonna be trying the lip liner in Rare Contour. I have actually not tried this yet. The other products I've tried for at least 2 weeks already, as I mentioned in my haul video that I will do a review after 2 weeks. And yeah, so let's see how this lip liner goes. It's really creamy. And this shade is actually really natural looking as well. Based on my first impression of this lip liner, I would give it about a 4 out of 5, not considering the factor whereby, you know, if it's long lasting or what, because this is the first time I'm trying it. It's very creamy, it's pigmented, and it's very easy to use, which is something that I personally like in a lip liner. Last but not least, the lips. So on top of this lip liner, I'm gonna apply the Velvet Lip Cream by H&M, and I actually bought two. One is in this color called I Should Cocoa, and the other one is in the shade Screen Siren. I have used this quite a fair bit actually, but I really love the color of this lip cream or liquid lipstick. To me personally, this liquid lipstick is very similar to the majority of the liquid lipsticks that I've tried, like from Kat Von D, Colourpop, Stila Stay All Day liquid lipstick. They have a matte finish. Of course, liquid lipsticks are gonna make your lips like look dry and like liney, but that's how liquid lipsticks are in general anyway. For this though, I feel that it not transfers. I feel that after I've eaten something or drunk something, the inner part of my lipstick will kind of disappear. So it will just, like, it's not super long lasting, but I am obsessed with this color. It's a nude, it's like a greyish mauve color, and I got a lot of compliments for it. Like, a lot of people were asking me on Snapchat and on Instagram stories, asking me like what lip color I'm using. And guys, it is this. This is the H&M Lip Velvet in the shade I Should Cocoa. I am obsessed with it. It smells like vanilla-ish. It smells like the Stila Stay All Day liquid lipstick, so it's not really that much of a bad scent. So with that, this is the finished look that I created using most of the H&M Beauty products that I purchased 2 weeks ago. Now that we're done with all the makeup items, I'm just gonna quickly run through the other beauty stuff that I got that I did not put in this video or put on my face. And they are, they are the Cream Fusion eye color, and I got it in the shade Khaki Brocade. I did not get a chance to use this on my eyelids, but I used it as an eyeliner at the lower lash line, and it's not bad, but it didn't like stay throughout the day. Maybe I'm using it, or maybe that's not what it's supposed to be used for. I do have to say that the cream eyeshadow is much easier to blend as compared to the Fluid Hues eye color that I used earlier. So I would give this a 4 out of 5, but just bear in mind that I have not like worn this long enough to see how long it lasts. So yeah, but if you're looking for an eyeshadow base, usually you can just put it as a base and then put eyeshadow on top, and chances are you'll probably be good to go and it will last throughout the day. And the last item is of course the H&M nail polish. I rate this a 5 out of 5 because at a price of $7.90, it's really good. I was so impressed with it. The brush is like, it has a really fat brush that makes it so easy to apply onto the nails. And not only that, you can actually get an opaque finish in like 2 coats, or if you get a darker color, I think you can get an opaque finish with just 1 coat, which is like amazing. And for the items that are completely must buys, or the items that you really will not regret purchasing, I would have to say they are the blushes, the eyeshadow singles, the nail polishes, the powder, the sponge, And of course, the liquid lipsticks, because I am just obsessed with this color. It's like my go-to grey, because I'm into grey right now. It's like a greygey beige. I love it and I'm obsessed with it. And the item that I feel that it's nice but it's for me because it's quite hard to manipulate, it will have to be the Fluid Hues eye color. So that's it for my video today, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that this video fulfilled your requests over in the haul video, my H&M haul video. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it and found this video helpful, and subscribe to my channel for more videos from me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon in my next one.